makes sense. Okay? So sperm production basically starts off over here. Sperm will mature as it's traveling up the epididymis. That means it's going to develop a tail, it's going to develop its head. And then finally, this thing is ready for battle. It is ready now to be released. Okay? Now, a common question. I've taught biology 12 twice now, so I know some of the common questions that students have. So I'll answer them, but please don't feel shy. Just ask the question. If you're thinking it, other people are thinking it too. You can write it down and it's going to slip out of your head. Okay? So now, common question is that, okay, all the sperm is being made. Does it just like, does this mean that, you know, that a guy's balls will explode one day because it's constantly being made, right? The answer to that is no. The answer to that is no, okay? Reason being because this sperm will die if it's not shot out, okay? And new sperm will be made, okay? But it could be released and emptied as well if a male releases this through his penis. How does that happen? Well, it's going to shoot up right over here, and it's going to, you see this little pathway right here? This roadway? Okay? It literally behind the scenes is going to come into this area first. You guys see where the ruler is at? In this area, it's just cells so far. But there's this thing called the prostate gland, and there's these seminiferous vesicles, which are parts of the system, the male reproductive system, that will add lubricant. It will add nutrients to, and it's like a fluidy kind of a substance that's added to the cells. So now at this point, it is not known only as sperm, it is now known as semen. Okay? Meaning it's the mixture of the fluid made from these glands and the the cells made from the testes. Okay? And eventually, if the male is aroused, okay, it will shoot through the penis. Okay? So that, my friends, is how sperm is made. Any questions? Okay, now we're going to look at the female reproductive system. And I'm going to explain how the female catches the sperm. Here we have it. The first thing that I want to kind of, like, I'm very fascinated by this, of just human anatomy, being that, you see this right over here? It is the internal reproductive system for females. Isn't it very analogous to that of a male system? Kind of like, you know, you got these like round little things that are making the sex cells, which are eggs in this case. They kind of look like the testes. And then you've got this canal that kind of looks like a penis, but except it's on the inside of the system, of the human body. As opposed to the male, it's hanging out because the testes need to have a very, very particular temperature for proper sperm production. So they can't have them on the inside, they have to have them hanging on the outside. Isn't that cool? Okay, so let's keep going. So I've talked about male and I've talked about sperm production. Let's talk about the egg production. Okay, so every month a female undergoes a cycle known as the ovarian cycle. Okay, also called menstruation. Okay, the menstrual cycle, you've heard that as well. Essentially what happens is that once every 28 days for a 5-day period, a female will shed blood through her vagina. Okay? It is a waste product, okay, that is shed. The reason this blood